Boom, welcome, Sundown Sports. Me, best dad, and Kyle, Bones Kyle. Kyle, how you feeling today? How you looking good, buddy? How you doing? Just give me a, oh, oh, oh. You're doing good. I like your Sundown Sports hat. It's spooky season. It's spooky season. Sundown Sports, this is episode spooky. Spooky. So, before we get going, I don't have Kyle here with me today. Missing my right-hand man. So, I've got Bones Kyle. Bones Kyle, you gave me some picks earlier today. We're going to get into that. It's going to be a very short podcast today, but we're going to give you some fire picks for tonight, all right? I got a back pocket. So, Miami Dolphins right now, it's halftime. The Dolphins are smoking the Broncos. Let's check in on Kyle's picks. We tweeted out earlier today. You should be looking up on everything on our Twitter. Sundown Sports. Kyle had Bucks +5 +5 versus Eagles. Lions -3 versus Falcons. Over 45.5 in Detroit, Atlanta. Dolphins -6.5 versus Broncos, and the under in the Jets game. Kyle, earlier today we were talking, and you told me you want it to be known that you hated the board, and you didn't like the board this week. You were looking at the bets. A lot of people hated the board this week. It was a tough week for all the picks coming out today. But let's look at it. It is 21-10 Miami. So you had that -7.5. The Dolphins are driving. It's not even halftime yet. So we'll just see if they get that to 24, if they get that to 28. You had the under on the Jets and Patriots. They're approaching halftime, 10-3. That's good. You had the Falcons-Lions over. Ugh. Pray for a strong second half in that one. It's not looking good. Then you had the Lions -3 versus the Falcons, and the Lions are crushing them. So if you were following along, if you noticed when the tweet went out, and you saw all those picks come in, then you saw what Kyle put out there. I think Kyle's going to go 4-1. That over's tough. It's always tough to make a points, but who knows? Maybe they get lucky. So Kyle, you're going to go look for 4-1. I think you'll go 4-1. We've been sending out fire picks all night. The Cactus Wren is back. He went and hibernated. In the summer, you have to hibernate in the summertime in the desert because it's so hot. The Cactus Wren is back. I'm so excited for the Cactus Wren. Is everyone else excited for the Cactus Wren to come back? Kyle is. Yeah. Kyle's real excited for the Cactus Wren to come back. He put out his first bet in a long time. The Cactus Wren did over on 293 yards for our boy Kirk Cousins. And right now, Kirk Cousins is going off at 122 yards, second half coming up. We need a big second half. We need 200 yards from Kirk Cousins in the second half. I hear the Dolphins game going off in the background. 2nd and 1. Raheem Mostert up the middle for a touchdown. This Dolphins team is unstoppable. Unstoppable. Join the bandwagon. Get on. Join it. Come join us. There's a famous commercial out right now. It's that NFL Sunday Ticket through YouTube. And it goes, the Dolphins. Can Dolphins survive in the desert? We do. Raheem Mostert just punched it right up the middle. 28-10. The Dolphins are firing on all cylinders. The game's over. The game is over. The Denver Broncos will not score 28 points, and the Dolphins are not going to not score points in the second half. Let's give you the second half line for the Dolphins-Denver game. Tua is 16 of 16 for 206 yards and 2 touchdowns. Devon Achane is 9 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill is 6 receptions, 122 yards and a touchdown. Who is stopping this? The Cowboys? Bring it. We're looking for you, Dallas. Anyway, back to the Cactus Wren. The Cactus Wren is on his way back. He is going for that Kirk Cousins prop bet. If he doesn't hit, I'm going to put the Cactus Wren on thin ice. But I've got something for you. The Shizangi airdrop bangers. Shizangi airdrop bangers. They come in, they get dropped. And if you were paying attention to our social medias, you saw the Shizangi airdrop banger drop today. And let me tell you what the Shizangi airdrop banger was. You're probably sitting there like, oh, what is it? What was it? TJ Hawkinson over 5.5 receptions. Justin Jefferson 100% receiving yards. Kirk Cousins 2 passing touchdowns. Joshua Kelly 50+ yards. Justin Jefferson anytime score. And you're like, man, that's a lot. Is it worth gambling on the Shizangi banger? It was plus $18.99. Because if you make a $10 bet, you get $180. So you tell me, is it worth the risk on the Shizangi airdrop banger? Because I think it is. Let's take a look at that bet right now. That was going to be the Chargers-Vikings game. We just need Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown score, and he's currently has not scored yet. We need Justin Jefferson over 100 yards receiving. He is currently at 80. I think that's going to happen. We need TJ Hawkinson, 5.5 plus receptions. He's at 1 reception. So we need a lot of prayer in the second half. We need Kirk Cousins to really want his tight end. We need a lot of more red zones. Kirk Cousins, 2 plus passing touchdowns. He'll probably get that. He already has 1. So we just need another one. And then we need Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown scorer. So we just need Kirk Cousins to throw 1. Now you're sitting here thinking, like, that's a lot. That's a lot to go through. That's why it's called the Shizangi airdrop banger. I got another Shizangi airdrop banger we're going to put out there. I think that this is going to happen. This one is already going on. It's not for tonight. We're not going to release it. We will not release bets in the middle of the games. If you're following us on our socials, you would have already seen all these bets as the kickoff happened. So we won't release that. So Kyle, go ahead and tell the people who you like tonight. Your Jets are looking terrible. Zach Wilson looks terrible. But tonight we got Panthers, Seahawks, Cowboys, Cardinals, Bears, Chiefs. We got a lot of duds. There is no money to be made in the money line. That is why I'm going to give you the money line parlay. Say it ain't so. These games stink. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your phone. I want you to open up your sportsbook app. I want you to go to these games. I want you to hit Cowboys money line. Okay? I then want you to parlay that with Chiefs money line. I then want you to parlay that with Eagles money line. I then want you to parlay that with Raiders money line. It's a 4-team money line. And we're going to go ahead. Oh, they just know you're going to win too much. Oh. That did not look good. That's because it was such a guarantee. They hated that. So if you can't money line for the parlay, the money lines, you have Cowboys minus 12 against Arizona. They are going to smoke Arizona. When you're thinking about these games, when you're thinking Dallas Cowboys minus 12 over Arizona, don't think, can the Cowboys score and score and score? Think, will the Cardinals ever score the ball? I doubt it. Josh Dobbs seems like a good dude. Seems like he really cares about his team, his community. He's like nothing bad to say about Joshua Dobbs. He's not going to score on this Cowboys defense. Sure, they have Trayvon Diggs out, and everyone's going to be like, oh, that's why the point change dropped from like 14 to 12. Dallas Cowboys minus 12. Lock it in. They're playing in Arizona. Arizona is practically Dallas Jr. Lock that in. You have the Chiefs minus 12.5 against the Bears. I'm not going to touch that game because Justin Fields could have a really weird game. Not going to touch it. You got the Raiders minus 3 versus the Steelers. That's also a terrible game. Because who knows what Kenny Pickett's going to do. Apparently the offensive coordinator is now working with him. That's a terrible game. Don't touch it. You got the Eagles minus 5 against the Buccaneers at home. Baker Mayfield. Jalen Hurts has looked not very good this year. Take the points. Plus 5. That's going to be your last Sunday late game. Oh, no, that's going to be your Monday night. I apologize. That is your Monday night, one of your Monday night football games. I'm taking that. We'll see what Kyle has. We'll jump on the show afterwards. It's a good day. It's a good day when you get to be at home. You get to watch football. Again, to recap, we put out all Kyle's picks. It's about halftime in the league. Let's pull up the scores. Let's look at who's got what going on. The Chargers just scored last second. Colts 10-7 over the Ravens. That is a weird game. The Titans are terrible this year. Kyle, you said this a bunch of times. Correct? The quarterback's going to change is going to happen. It's going to happen in Tennessee. It's going to happen very soon, right? Yeah. Kyle, big believer in the quarterback change is going to happen in Tennessee. Oh, my God. It's 35-10. What happened? What happened? Give me all plays. Like, the Broncos fumbled. Raheem Mostert ran the ball in. The Broncos fumbled. Raheem Mostert, one play later after the fumble, 3-yard touchdown. It's 35-10. Jump on the wagon now. Man, it's not even halftime yet. There's still a minute 29 in that game. They could fumble again. This could be all-time blowout. Patriots 10, Jets 3 at halftime. It's a terrible game. Bills 16, Commanders 0. I thought the Commanders were going to do a little bit better, but also earlier in the year, I said, can you name a Commanders player besides Chase Young? Nobody could. Another guy was like, I can name this guy. Lions 13, Falcons 3, Saints 17, Packers 0. Packers stink. Shout out Barry and Dave. Packers stink. Shout out Barry and Dave. The Dolphins look amazing. This is a great game. Thank you. That's Sundown Sports. That's a little beater episode. We'll put it out there. Me and Kyle, the real Kyle, no offense, Skeleton Kyle. It's spooky season. We will be back to shoot another episode, and we'll push it up. We'll give you the Monday Night Football predictions. We'll give you our Thursday Night Football predictions, and we'll have our simple, slight reactions to all the games today. We love you. Thank you, Sundown Sports. You guys are the best. Go Dolphins.